We are about to create life on planets that were never meant to live. Not discover it, not find it. Create it. Right now, somewhere in the silence of space, there are worlds that died before Earth was even born. Cold, empty, forgotten. And for the first time in history, we are asking a dangerous question. What if we bring them back? Not as they were, but as something entirely new. Because the truth is, humanity is changing. We're no longer just explorers. We're becoming architects, designers of things that nature never imagined. And that changes everything. Think about it for a second. Every form of life you've ever seen, every tree, every animal, every human being, all of it comes from one system, one rule book, one version of life. But what if that's not the only way? What if life doesn't need Earth? What if it doesn't need oxygen, or water, or sunlight? What if life can be rewritten? Right now, in labs around the world, scientists are already pushing those limits. They're building organisms that can survive radiation, bacteria that can live without oxygen, cells that can exist in conditions that would kill us in seconds. And that's just the beginning, because once you understand how life works, you don't just study it anymore. You start to design it. And that's where this becomes something else, something bigger, something a little terrifying. Imagine a planet, millions of miles away, no forests, no oceans, no life, just rocking in silence. Now imagine sending something there. Not humans, not machines, but life in its simplest form. Something small enough to survive the journey. Something strong enough to adapt. Something we created. At first, nothing happens. The planet stays quiet, still dead, but deep beneath the surface, something begins. Tiny changes, slow reactions. The first signs that the silence is breaking. It doesn't explode into life overnight. There are no sudden forests, no instant oceans, just chemistry, quietly shifting, atoms rearranging, molecules colliding over and over again. And then something holds, a pattern, a reaction that doesn't stop. It feeds on the environment, it grows, it spreads. And for the first time on that dead world, something is alive, not the way we understand it. Not something you could see or touch, but it's there, adapting, learning, evolving, because life always finds a way forward, even if that path was never meant to exist. Years pass, then decades, then centuries, and slowly, the planet begins to change. The air thickens, the surface darkens, strange chemical storms form in the sky, energy moves differently. The world is no longer silent. It reacts, it breathes, in its own way. And the life we sent, it doesn't stay simple. It never does. It mutates, it experiments, it becomes something new, something we didn't fully plan, something we can't fully control. And that's the moment everything shifts. Because this isn't just creation anymore. This is evolution, without limits, no natural boundaries, no familiar rules. Just raw, unpredictable change. And somewhere in that process, a question begins to form. Not in words, not in thoughts we understand, but in behavior, in patterns, in survival. What happens when what we created starts making its own decisions? What happens when it stops being an experiment and starts becoming a system, a living, growing, independent world, far away from us, untouched, unwatched, and completely unknown? Because once life begins, it doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait. It moves forward, with or without us. And that's when the real fear begins. Because distance doesn't mean control. We won't be there to guide it. We won't be there to stop it. All we can do is watch and hope. Hope that what we created stays stable. Hope that it doesn't turn into something hostile, something that spreads too far, something that consumes everything it touches. Because evolution doesn't care about our intentions. It doesn't care about good deed or bad. It only cares about survival. And survival can take terrifying forms. Imagine looking through a distant telescope and seeing that planet again, no longer dark, no longer silent, but alive in ways we never expected. Strange colors moving across its surface, massive patterns, shifting like they're breathing, Storms that glow, not with lightning, but with something far more complex. Signals that almost look intentional. And that's when it hits us. This isn't just life anymore. This is a system, an ecosystem, built on rules we don't understand. And maybe never will. Because we didn't just restart life. We changed its direction. We gave it a new beginning, a different path. And now it's writing its own story, far beyond our reach, far beyond our control. Years turn into centuries, centuries turn into something even bigger. And that world, it keeps evolving. New layers of complexity, new forms, new behaviors, things that don't exist anywhere else in the universe. And somewhere inside that alien system, something begins to emerge. Not intelligence as we know it, but something close, something aware, in its own way, reacting faster, adapting smarter, surviving better. And suddenly, we're not just observers anymore. We're responsible, because everything that happens there started with us. Every change, every mutation, every new form of life, it all traces back to a single decision, to create life where there was none. And that realization, it's heavy. Because what if one day that life reaches beyond its planet? What if it spreads? Not as an invasion, not as an attack, but as nature, doing what it always does, expanding, growing, taking over new environments. And we have no way to predict it, no way to stop it, because we designed the beginning, but not the outcome. And maybe that's the truth we don't want to face. We are powerful enough to start something like this, but not powerful enough to control where it ends. And still, despite all the risks, despite all the unknowns, we keep moving forward, because that's what humans do. We push boundaries. We chase the impossible. We step into the dark just to see what's there, even if it scares us, even if it changes everything. And maybe one day, when we look out into the universe, we won't just see stars. We won't just see empty worlds. We'll see life, strange, unfamiliar, alien life. And we'll know it didn't start on its own. It started with us. And that might be the most beautiful and most dangerous thing we've ever done. And now, we reach the point no one talks about. The part that isn't exciting, the part that isn't beautiful, the consequence. Because creating life is only the beginning. Living with that decision is something else entirely. Imagine the first confirmation, a signal, a pattern of activity, too organized to ignore. Proof that the planet is no longer just evolving, it's stabilizing, becoming something permanent, something real. And in that moment, everything changes for us. Not them, us. Because now we know we are not just a species trying to survive. We are a species that creates survival. That realization, it shifts something deep inside humanity. Religions question it, scientists debate it, leaders fear it, and ordinary people, they feel it, a quiet weight. Because we crossed a line we can never uncross, and the universe suddenly feels different. Not empty, not silent, but filled with possibilities we are responsible for. And then comes the next step, the step we pretend we won't take, but we always do. We go back, not physically, but with better tools, stronger signals, deeper observation, trying to understand what we've done and what it's becoming. We watch patterns form, cycles repeat, structures appear, then disappear. A balance, constantly shifting. And sometimes we see something that feels familiar, movement that looks almost intentional, reactions that feel almost aware. And that's when the question returns, stronger than ever. Did we just create life? Or did we create the conditions for something more, something that could one day look back? Not with eyes, not with thoughts like ours, but with its own version of awareness. And if that happens, what are we to it? Creators? Ancestors? Or just a forgotten beginning? Because time works differently on a planetary scale. Millions of years pass like seconds. Civilizations rise and fall on Earth, while that world continues to grow, evolve, transform. And one day, it may reach a level we can't even imagine. A level where it doesn't need us, where it doesn't remember us, where it becomes something entirely independent. And that might be the final truth. Creation doesn't guarantee connection. Just because we start something doesn't mean it stays ours. And maybe that's okay. Maybe that's what life is supposed to do. Move forward, break away, become something new, even if it leaves its origin behind. But that doesn't remove the responsibility. Because we chose this. We made the first move. We introduced life into silence. And that choice echoes across time, across space, across worlds we may never even see. So the real question isn't, can we do it? We already can. The real question is, what kind of creators do we want to be? Careful, patient, responsible, or reckless, driven by curiosity alone? Because the universe doesn't judge us. It doesn't stop us. It simply responds. And whatever we start, it will continue, with or without our control, with or without our understanding. And one day, far in the future, when humanity looks back at this moment, this decision, this beginning, we won't just see it as an experiment. We'll see it as a turning point, the moment we stopped being just part of life and started becoming the force that spreads it across planets, across stars, across the unknown. And maybe that's our true legacy. Not cities, not technology, not even Earth itself, but life. Life where there was none. A second Genesis, written not by nature alone, but by us. And if that's the path we choose, then we have to accept something. This isn't just creation. This is responsibility on a cosmic scale. And once it begins, it never truly ends.